Hi everyone, and welcome to Financial Wellness Center. It has been a while since we came on live video, and we hope that you are keeping safe and you are in good health as we are too. So welcome to today's live session. We are going to discuss on how you can recover financially from this COVID-19 pandemic, because as it appears, it's a pandemic that's going to be here with us for a while. So it's very important for each of us to learn on how we can recover and the way forward. So before we can begin, I would encourage you to share this live session. Invite as many friends as possible. If you have friends with you, I know it's Sunday afternoon or evening, or morning or night, depending on where you are. This is the time you need to invite as many people as possible, because everyone has been affected by the pandemic, either directly or indirectly. So it is very important to find out how are we going to recover from this situation. So invite as many people as possible, share the live video. I'm gonna give us 1 minute. It's not going to be a long one, but I'm just going to highlight on the things you can be focusing on, or what you can be doing, just to see that you are on your journey to recovery, especially financially. So share the live video, ensure you tag as many friends as possible, and share in the comment section where you're watching us from, and let us know how is the situation where you are, or how is your financial situation, as well as what topic would you want us to cover in our next few days, as we are going to do more live sessions. So keep sharing. Meanwhile, I'll be updating our live session so that those who join us will be able to know what we are talking about. So as I said, the topic will be how to recover financially from COVID-19 pandemic. As I said, this pandemic is going to be here for some time, as it appears. So it's very important for you and me to know what can we do to recover, and what should we focus on the journey to recovery. So share, and as well as I said, share also in the tell us where you're watching us from. You can send us a hi. I want to hear from you. And most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Financial Wellness with Sheila Mboga, so that you can get to be able to watch a lot of videos we have uploaded there that can help you become a better money manager and a business person. So let's keep sharing. I'm gonna start in a few minutes time. So as you keep on sharing, the more we get to, I don't want to start and then to find people joining in the middle. I'd prefer we at least have a quorum, then we can start, so that we can all be on the same page. Remember, the topic of discussion is how to recover financially from the COVID-19 pandemic, and what you need to focus on in your journey to recovery, because as I've just mentioned earlier, coronavirus pandemic is seems to be here for quite some time. So as a person, as an organization, you have to find a strategy, or to find a way you can recover what you've lost in the previous couple of months or year, and how you can move forward in your recovery journey. So let's go. I see some people are joining. Keep joining, and as I said, let's keep sharing the live session so that we can get to have more people joining us and we can get started. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to go there and ensure you subscribe, you invite your friends, you leave us a comment, you share with us your thoughts on the topics we've discussed about, and as well as you can leave us a suggestion on what you'd want us to talk about. Remember, we value your opinion, we value your feedback very, very much, and the more you give us feedback, the more you give us your thoughts or ideas, the more we are able to really customize our products and services to be able to meet what you are looking for. And just to highlight, we recently started a program. It's called the Financial Wellness Ambassador Program. In this program, we are recruiting God-fearing, passionate people who are passionate about financial well-being, to be our representative in their countries, so that we can get to move forward, and we get to empower you so that you can also become a benefit to your own community through our support. So if you'd like to join us, it's all you need to do is to write us an email at info@financialwellnesscenter.co.ke, or you can send us a WhatsApp message on our WhatsApp number, that is +254 702 and +254 702 091 970, and we will be telling us why you want to join us, and how can we help you help your country or community, as well as what are you bringing on board. So join us. This is a program that will help you get exposed as well, and as well as you will be able to, if you're someone who wants to be of benefit to your community, then it's very important for you to join our Financial Wellness Ambassador Program. It's absolutely free to join us, and we shall be, once you send in your application, we are already doing interviews, so we will revert back and send you some questions you need to answer, so that we can get to know you more better and see if you are fit for the role. Then we will, if you happen to be a successful candidate, definitely you will join our team, and we are going to be in communication with you and let you know what you need, or what to expect from us and what to expect from you. So with that said, and due to the interest of time, as I said, this is just a random live session, as we want to help you start thinking about recovery, and to start knowing how can I recover. Some of you, maybe you lost your income or your job or your business. Now again, it seems like the pandemic is going to be here, so what next? That is what we are going to help you have an idea of what next, and how you can get started on the what next segment. So due to time, I'm trying to check my system, my tablet here, just to be sure that everything is in line, because of course I can't be remembering everything, so I usually write them here. So once again, I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone that has followed us, everyone that has liked our Facebook page, followed us on Instagram, and as well as followed us on Twitter. We are on Twitter as well. And to those that have followed us on LinkedIn, Thank you so much, and as well as thank you to everyone that has been able to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't, kindly go to YouTube and check out Financial Wellness with Sheila Mboga, and you will be able to find our account, and you subscribe, you watch videos, and as well as share with us on what topics you'd want us to cover, or what you think we need to discuss more about, so that we can make your experience and your financial journey an easy one. So to start off our today's live session, perfect. To start off our today's live session, we are going to demystify or just highlight how this pandemic has affected a lot of people, especially financially. We have seen quite a number of people who their financial lifestyle has had to change, some for the good and others for the bad. And you may not have been affected directly, but maybe you know someone, or someone knows someone who has been affected by this pandemic. So it's very important for you to share the live video so that they can as well get to get their way around. So financial setbacks are inevitable. They happen, and they could be due to various causes or reasons that you cannot avoid. For example, nobody can avoid this pandemic. It's global. You cannot say, oh, I will run to this country, or I will go to this city, there is no COVID. It's everywhere. So financial setbacks, they are things that you cannot avoid. At some point in your life, you are going to surely experience it. And we don't choose what happens, but we choose on how we can how we take up whatever happens with the situation. So for example, if any of us would be asked, do you want COVID to come? Definitely nobody would want it. Everyone would say no, but it is here. So our role is to find out how can we adapt to this situation, how can we recover from the effects that the situation has caused. So if you are if you already found yourself in a financial mess, or a financial tight up, or a financial setback, you don't have to feel that you're alone. Just know the most important thing, first of all, is for you to accept that yes, it has happened, and what is the way forward? How am I going to recover? How am I going to ensure that I'm back on the track? Or how am I going to ensure if such a thing happens in the near future, how will my response be? So with that said, the first thing we need to do to be able to start our recovery journey financially is to assess your personal finance situation. Now, you have to know, what exactly are you dealing with financially? Are you dealing with excessive debt? Are you dealing with excessive debt? Or are you dealing with delay in payment of bills? Or are you dealing with maybe reduced income? You have to analyze, what exactly are you dealing with? Is it debt? Is it investing? Is it saving? Is it budgeting? What is it that you are dealing with financially? Maybe some of you, this pandemic brought to your realization that, oh, I need to start budgeting, or oh, I need to start saving, or oh, I need to start investing, or oh, I need to maybe learn how to create an emergency fund, or oh, I need to start to reduce my debt intake or the debts that I'm taking. So analyzing your personal situation financially, it's very important. This is something most people are kind of scared. They are like, oh, whatever happens, but that's a very, very bad mindset to have. It's not whatever happens. You have to be responsible and take responsibility. And part of taking responsibility is for you to find out, for you to assess the personal situation you are experiencing. For some people in this time, they are experiencing lack of consistency in their saving. That means they will not be able to achieve their saving goal, maybe for the year or for whatever time period they have. For others, they are experiencing maybe lack of investment opportunities. So that means the person has the money, but they are not able to find the right investment tools that suit their needs. So this is the time you need to assess your personal situation. As I said, we are all different. My personal financial situation is totally different, or could be different from yours. Right now there's somebody who is struggling maybe to put food on the table, but there is another person who is struggling on where he or she can invest his or her money. So you find these are two people. Yes, they are having a financial situation, but at different angles or perspective. So this is the time where you need to be sitting down as a person or as a family or as a business to assess the financial situation. What are you dealing with? What kind of a setback are you experiencing? And is it a one-time setback, or it's something that is going to be recurrent? For example, if you are in business, maybe you're experiencing a setback in terms of you're not able to pay the salary of your employees on time because your business is still picking up, or it has not yet picked up or recovered. So that is a financial situation that you need to assess. Once you assess the situation, you will exactly know how much do I need to be able to how much will I need to be able to go through this season and recover, and how much do I have. As I'll still use our example of if you are in business and you need to pay the salary of your employees, and maybe you're still on your recovery journey, or your business has not yet picked up. So you need to sit down and say, okay, as the CEO or the founder or whatever owner, I am experiencing this setback, financial setback, whereby I'm not able to pay the salary on time for my employees, and this is something that is going to be an ongoing issue, because I don't know when the business will fully be stable, and now I need XYZ amount of money for this period of time, maybe for 1 year, to be able to pay my employees. And on the other hand, I have ABC amount. So how am I going to handle this situation? By doing that, you are assessing the financial situation, and that puts you one step ahead in your recovery or your financial recovery journey. I hope you got that. If you've gotten it, I need you to share in the comment. Just say hi, and let's keep the conversation going, so that I can get to know, and tell me where you're watching me from, and what other thing or what other financial experience have you had during this coronavirus pandemic season. So the second point is analyze available financial resources. Remember, our topic is how to recover financially from the COVID-19 pandemic. As I said, this is an ongoing global issue, and Personally, I haven't seen an expiry date to it, or I've not read it anywhere. Maybe some of you may have, maybe having that information, but as of now, we don't have an exact date where we'll say in 2 years time this COVID will not be here, or it will be contained, in as much as whether it will still be here or it will have been contained. Definitely things will not be the same as they used to be. I think we've all seen this hashtag, the new normal, or something like that. So this at such a time, you need to find your way. How am I going to recover? How is my recovery journey going to be? So the next tip or point that you need to do is to analyze your available financial resources. As I said, this pandemic, to some people, it has come as a positive thing, and to other people, it has come as a negative thing. Now, when you view it on both sides, both people, they need to analyze their available financial resources. So if, for example, due to COVID, I've started a business that is flourishing, that is a positive thing. Now, on the other hand, for someone else, due to COVID, they've lost their source of income. Maybe they've closed down their business, or maybe they've had to, unfortunately lose their job. So that is a negative side. Both people, they need to analyze their available financial resources. By doing that, what you need to do is to determine what resources are available to you. I always tell anyone that comes to me to discuss about their financial issues is this is the time to maximize on the minimum. I don't know if you've heard that phrase, but it's a phrase that we normally use when you want to tell someone, you are in this situation, and the best thing you can do is to look around that situation and use it to be of benefit, or to make it beneficial to you. Now, I'm not saying you be greedy and do some how do you say that? You do some hazardous things or some crazy things because of the situation, but you can utilize this situation maybe to come up with a new business idea, maybe to come up with an idea of doing something, or maybe to skill yourself up, or maybe to learn something new, or maybe to explore the potentials within you and start monetizing on them. So this is the time. That is maximizing on the minimum. That is what it means. You have the minimum, but you're going to maximize on it to ensure that you are gaining as much as possible from the situation. I have seen people personally through this pandemic. I've skilled myself up, so that means I have maximized on the minimum. I have also seen people who they've created businesses that are now flourishing because of COVID. So they decided to maximize on the minimum. So this is the time you need to do that, as well as determine what resources are available to you. This is not the time to say I don't have, I wish I had. But on your journey to recovery, as a way to help you recover, the first thing is you have to determine what resources are available to me. What do I have at hand that I can use? What skill do I have? What is near me? If you do that, you will be able to find out, okay, I have been affected by this situation, maybe positively or negatively, and these are the resources that are available to me, and I am going to maximize on the minimum. I'm going to make a benefit out of this situation. So by doing that, you start your journey to recovery. And I always say you'd rather maximize on the minimum than stay there complaining how government is not helping you, or how things are not working for you, or just complaining. These people who like to complain so much, Instead of being a complainer, why don't you, use that energy to look around you and see what you can do with the resources that are around you? As well as, this is now the time to, ask yourself, do I have an emergency fund? I've always said, an emergency fund is not a saving. This is just a fund you set aside that can cater for your expenses for 3 to 6 months, or if you have the financial capacity, you can even go to 24 months. So how do you create an emergency fund? You calculate, how much do I spend in a month? Maybe I spend, let's say $100 in a month. So I need to have an emergency fund of maybe $300. And this emergency fund should be in an account that is easily accessible. Don't put your emergency fund in a fixed deposit account that you can only access after 3 years. Now, if an emergency comes before the 3 years, what will happen? So this is the time to really consider this emergency fund thing. I know most people didn't know about it, or most people did not embrace about it until COVID came and every financial advisor was talking about it. So if you did not have it, don't feel bad. There's always a chance for you to have it. So this is the time. Start thinking, how can I create an emergency fund? And don't put yourself under pressure. I've seen people who they deny themselves even paying their basic bills for a certain period of time, and you ask them, why are you not paying your bills on time? And they say, I'm saving up for my emergency fund. So you find at the end of the day, the money they are trying to save up is what they will use to repay the bills. So an emergency fund should be something you build over time. For example, if I need to create an emergency fund for 3 months, it can take me 6 months, right? If every month I'm spending $100, I won't push myself that much, but as well, I will not ignore it. So this is the time, as you analyze the available resources, the available financial resources, it's also the time to consider and take seriously the emergency fund. Then the third point is set financial priorities. We've been told what are your priorities. Every day, especially on Mondays, people who like motivation, you always see, set your priorities right. What are your priorities? And people set priorities for sure in their other areas of life, maybe health priority, social priority. How about your financial priority? You need to set your financial priorities. So after you've known what exactly your situation is as our point one, then you have analyzed what resources are available to you at that time. Now you need to set your priorities. How do I set my priorities or my financial priorities, you may ask? The first thing you need is to go through your budget and determine if there's any opportunity to decrease or cancel or cut back on certain unnecessary wants. For example, I've seen sometimes some people, we always use this example, like you pay a gym membership for 6 months, and you find out in the last 4 months you haven't gone to any gym, but you're still paying the membership on a monthly basis or whichever way. So I would say that is not a priority to you. So in such an instance, if it has been reflecting in your budget every month, you are paying a gym membership that you are not using, then it's about time for you to cut back on it, or even decrease. I've also seen sometimes people, they pay for premium services, yet maybe the premium service, the difference between the premium and the basic, it's maybe just one thing that they can live without. I'm not saying we embrace a life of mediocrity. It's good to really spoil yourself and live a good life, but it's in such a time when your goal is to recover financially, or when you are on a journey to recovery financially, then it's very important to look at your priorities. Check at what, by checking your budget, you will be able to see, okay, these bills, they need to be paid. For example, you need to pay your rent if you're living in a rental house. You need to pay your utility bills, that is water and electricity. You need to buy food, you need to eat. So those are priorities. You cannot remove them from your budget. But as I said, the example of a gym membership that has not been used for 6 months, then that is not a priority to you, and it's something you might consider on cutting back on it, or maybe doing away with it completely, right? So by doing that, you will realize that the money you are cutting back, or the money you will get from setting your financial priorities right, you are able to channel to more serious things like an emergency fund. I recently had a client who told me, you know what, Sheila, I think emergency fund was made for some people and not for others. Well, I asked the person, why are you saying that? Emergency fund was not made for a certain class of people. We all need to have it regardless of your class. And the person was like, I have tried to create one, but I just can't do it. And as we went through the session, I was able to guide the person, and we were able to check on her budgeting, and we found out that there was a certain item that was reflecting in her budget every month for the last 6 months that she confessed she has never used that product. She only enrolled in it due to an emotional stance, an emotional stance whereby maybe you're just working and you find this promotion and you're like, wow, let me take it. And it usually happens in January when people have set their goals and they are all energetic and emotional. So by cutting out on that item that was on her budget monthly, making payments, we were able to channel that money towards building up on her emergency fund. And the good news is, within 3 months she was able to have an emergency fund somewhere. So it's very important for you to always set your financial priorities and keep on reviewing them. I'm so sure your financial priorities that you set in January, they may not be the same now that we are in April, because a lot might have happened in between. So it's very important to as well keep on reviewing. And then we go to the next one, is create a personal financial plan. Now this will apply both to a business. If you are a business, you just change to say create a business financial plan. But let's focus more on creating a personal financial plan. So if you are married, this is the time when you need to sit with your spouse and work through your budget and your bills and decide how you're going to get everything paid. When you are on a recovery period, especially if you are in a family setup, that is, you're married, this is not, it shouldn't be a one-man show. It shouldn't be that you're the only one working to do the financial recovery. No, it's important for you to involve your partner as well as your kids, if you have any, so that you can all be on the same page, so that the other person doesn't think, okay, nowadays this person maybe is bringing reduced income, why? So it's very important to bring your spouse on the table and work through your budget and decide, and your bills, so that you can decide how you're going to get everything paid up on time, or this is also the time you get to discuss on opportunities to earn more or spend less. So that is one way of creating a financial plan. And another way, by whether you are married or not, at some point, or you need to be doing that. If you are not married, then this is the time you need to sit down. The other day we spoke about having a money date. This is what you do in your money date. In your money date, you just don't go there and look at your statement and like, oh God, I spent a lot of money. No, this is the time you have to come up with a financial plan that can help you recognize or identify what things you need to pull up your socks in paying them. And you also need to go through your budget, maybe for the month or the last 3 months, as well as now this is the time you get to decide, what do I need to get to have it paid as soon as possible, what do I need to relax on, and how can I earn more money. Of course, I've not met someone who says they don't want to earn more money. But if you're one of them, please just let us know in the comment. Most people that I've encountered or I have met, they want to make more money. That is why they start businesses. That's why they skill themselves up. That is why they take more jobs. That is why they do all those things, because they want to earn more. As well as this is the time you can, consider spending less. It's not always about spending more. You can as well look at, okay, I want to spend less this time. So, as well as know exactly how you'll be spending your money over the next few months. Journey to recovery is not an easy one. Let no one lie to you that it will be easy. It will not be easy. There will be some sacrificial segment that we'll have to come up with. And that includes maybe you having to reduce some spending for some months so that you can recover. For example, if you're in business and maybe last year you didn't make anything because of COVID, and now you see your business is starting to pick up. Now this is the time to sit down and have a recovery plan. And the tip you will have to focus on is creating a financial plan whereby you will be focused on how you will be spending money for the business for the next few months, and make a plan to track your progress. Remember, what is not tracked is not measured. If I'm not able to track my spending at the end of the week or month, I cannot tell you how much I spend maybe on grocery. I cannot, because I'm not tracking. If I'm not tracking maybe the calories I'm losing every day when I work out, then at the end of the month I may not be able to really tell that I've lost this amount of kilos and I'm on track with my goal. So what is not tracked is not measured. And I don't know most of you, but when you do goal setting sessions, they always say you need to track. You need to come up with a plan on how you will track your progress. How am I progressing? Am I just lagging behind? Am I lazy? Or am I doing everything okay? Do I need to push myself a little more, So it's very important in your financial plan, when you are creating a personal financial plan or a business financial plan, you come up with a plan that you are able to track its progress. And then the second last tip is contact your creditors. I have seen quite a number of countries. They are in debt currently, and if a country is in debt, that means its citizens, the citizens in that country, they are also in debt. So it starts from the top going to the down. It's like a trickle down effect. So if a country is in massive debt, then chances are high, due to the trickle down effect, the citizens, even the lowest in the social class, they will have a debt. Now, how do you deal with debt in your financial recovery plan? What you do is, this is the time, we know there are certain bills maybe you are not able to even make minimum payments on them. For example, maybe you had taken a mortgage, and the amount of money you need to pay monthly, you're not able to make that money anymore. So what do you do in such a case? This is the time you need to contact your creditor. If it's a bank or a real estate developer, this is the time you need to contact them and try to renegotiate with them on how you can make payments or what other payment options you have. I think it was last year we saw a lot of financial institutions putting a hold for people, like I think for 6 or 4 months, I'm not sure exactly, for people who had loans, so that people can get to recover themselves and then be able to pay later. So it's important to contact your creditor. This is not the time to go under and disappear or just go mute. No, even if you go mute, the thing is you're just running away from the problem and it will still find you there. So it's important to contact your creditor, let them know, this is the situation I'm going through, I am on my recovery journey, please share with me what other payment options do I have, so that we can keep the ball rolling. And then and it's very, very courteous and a very good gesture when you contact your creditor and let them know what you're going through, because we cannot assume. As I said, this pandemic came as a blessing to other people, and it also came as not a blessing to other people. So if I am a creditor, I cannot know what you're going through if you do not share with me. So it's important to approach your creditor, let them know your financial status and how you can come up with an alternative payment option, so that you can number one, keep the relationship, as well as number two, consider their business as well, because they are also in business. They are not a handout kind of thing. Then once you do that, you'll find that it will also give you a peace of mind, knowing that you've already explained to someone what's happening, and it will help you, or it will jumpstart you in your financial recovery journey, because you will now be able to settle down other things, since you might have a payment option plan with a creditor. Now, finally, our last point is, in your financial recovery journey, it's important for you to get a financial advisor. I know we have the know-it-all people, that is good of you, but this is the time to get a financial advisor to help you through. There are things, for example, I'm not a doctor, so if I get sick, I might try to take painkillers and all that, but if I go and present myself to a doctor, I increase my chances of being treated properly than me second guessing every now and then. Okay, I took Panadol, it's not working, I need to take like second guessing every medicine that I need to take. So this is the time on your financial recovery journey, you need to approach a financial advisor who is able to walk the journey with you, take you through, and sometimes tell you need to maybe increase your income, or maybe reduce your income, or maybe you need to put a break on certain things. And we are so happy that Financial Wellness Center is able to provide you with such services at your convenience, because we offer all our products and services online. So anytime you want to access anything from us, as maybe consultancy or just a question, you will always get it done online. and we'll always be more than happy to help. We've helped thousands of people globally, and we really are grateful to God and to you who is giving us business. So this is the time you need to consider the services of a financial advisor. I know we are in a culture where money is a forbidden topic to talk to someone, or money topics, but there comes a time when the forbidden topic needs to be spoken about, and money is one of them. So get a financial advisor, someone who really has your interest at heart. I'm not saying the people who sell insurance premiums to you, those are not financial advisors, or those people who sell you mutual funds and all that. They are doing their job, but I believe a financial advisor is someone who is entirely third party. They just advise you and let you weigh your options, then make your decisions. Or a financial coach, someone who just keeps pushing you towards your financial goal, and that is one of financial wellness vision. So with that said, I believe when you follow those tips, you will be able to recover financially. As I said, it's not an overnight thing. It will take time, it will take discipline, and it will take commitment for you to at least start seeing results. So we are all on a recovery journey in one way or another. So what to always remember is you are not alone. Financial Wellness Center will always be here to hold your hand, and we and see you becoming victorious or achieving your goals is always our concern or our joy. So with that said, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. Thank you for everyone that has shared. Thank you for everyone that has joined in this live session. Ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Financial Wellness with Sheila Mboga. Get to watch as many videos as possible. Take notes, put them into action. Don't just watch them, don't do anything about it. That will not be beneficial, and that is not the purpose of us uploading. We are not uploading for views. We are uploading for transformation and impact. So I always feel, or the Financial Wellness Center fraternity always feel good when we get a testimonial from someone who says, you know what, I watched your video on YouTube or here on Facebook, I went and put it into action, and here are the results, or I am now on this journey. And we really feel good because now we know you are on your path to financial transformation and you're becoming financially healthy. So until then, may God bless you, keep safe, and let's catch up and let's stay connected on all our social media platforms by you liking our page, following us on Instagram and Twitter, as well as following us on LinkedIn. So until then, goodbye. I'll see you next time.